If you're having your dinner, forgive us as we're talking about sewage next. A report by MPs is warning public health is at risk because of the sheer amount of sewage in our rivers. Mogden is a treatment works in West London where discharges are all too common. One major spill there was the equivalent of 240 Olympic-sized pools worth of sewage. Martin Stew's been to Isleworth where campaigners want action.
Not a single river in or around London meets targets for limiting chemical contamination. According to a report by the Environment Audit Committee, wet wipes, pollution and poo are ending up in our waterways at an alarming level.
Our sewage system was put in place in the Victorian era and was designed to last for about 100 years. And it did. For the last 60 years, we've been underinvesting in water treatment.
Monitoring is also so bad, it didn't even detect the equivalent of 240 Olympic pools full of filthy fluid flowing into nearby rivers on one day.
It was that far up the shed. Down here, I was up to my knees.
One spill from Mogden and Isleworth flooded Colin Heavington's garden and home, forcing foxes to take refuge on the roof.
My next door, before she died, told me they used to swim in this river. So they used to eat fish in the barbecue next door from there. There used to be trout in here. You know, look at it now.
It also flooded the nearby park.
Plastics, rubbish, and the smell was pretty bad.
And so the water had sewage actually in it, did it?
Yes, yeah.
Alison Stevens says it stayed that way for months.
I reported it in February and it didn't get to the beginning of February and it didn't get sorted till nearly the end of March.
Thames Water say they welcome the findings of the report and add that any discharge of untreated sewage in their eyes is unacceptable, which is why they say they're spending £1.25 billion between 2020 and 2025 to maintain and improve facilities.
According to their own data, the volume of spills over the last 5 years from Mogden has risen from 500 million litres to 7.5 billion litres.
It gets pumped directly into the Thames.
Cllr Salman Shaheen believes the government should now take control.
In the short term, Thames Water is going to have to up its storm tank capacity. But in the long term, ultimately, this is the consequence of having a vital public service like water run for profit by a private company.
Thames aren't the only water company under scrutiny. In reality, bills would need to go up to pay for improvements recommended. The question is, what price do you put on protecting the environment? Martin Stew, ITV News.